Tom Painter, and this is the high school ring I lost. I got it back a few years ago, but I lost it and it was gone for 23 years. It was in 1978, and right here on this ground, right there, in Sudbury, Ontario.
Oh, sorry.
Sudbury is where I lost it, and Gary found it. Lafreniere found it, and he kept a hold of it, and he gave it to his wife, and his wife put it in a jewelry box, and then they started calling all the ring companies and writing to them trying to find this ring. And of course, it doesn't have a city or a state or a country on it, just the name of my high school, Juab High School, and on the inside is my name. And so he gave it to his wife, and they kept it in a jewelry box. One day they were going through the jewelry box and found the ring, gave it to the sister-in-law, who looked it up on the internet and found out that it was in Utah. They happened to know a jeweler, just by coincidence, Terry Jarrett, that lived up here in Sudbury. Now, guys, Sudbury is 8 hours by train from Toronto. That gives you an idea how far away this is. And they looked it up, found out that it was in Utah, gave it to Terry Jarrett, who was a jeweler, and then Terry Jarrett called the church office building, found out that Juab High School was down in a little city called Nephi, where I grew up, called down there and talked to one of the girls in my graduating class. When she did that, she says, "Do you know where Tom's at?" And of course, she had no idea where I was at, Gary. I was gone. And she said, "But I know where the brother's at." And so 6 people touched it: Gary, his wife, the sister-in-law, Terry, Diane, and my brother. And so after all those years, it was gone for 23 years, I got it back about 7 years ago, and I've worn it ever since. And it was all because of this guy finding it right here, out in the middle of pretty much nowhere. So pretty amazing things that can happen.